How can opposition in all things make musical beauty? That's what we're going to look at today in Dr. Doug's Daily Tips for how to write great LDS church music. We're looking at hymn 126, How Long, O Lord, Most Holy and True. This is a hymn I don't think I've ever heard in Sacrament Meeting, and it's one of our only minor hymns in the whole book. But it's lovely, and there's a beautiful little trick here that takes what we normally hear in one perspective and completely flips it in opposition and makes it even more special than where we hear it in a major key. So that's what we're going to look at, and what that technique is called a deceptive cadence. A regular cadence is an arrival at the one chord. We're going along in the music, and then we have to return to the one chord. But instead of going 5-1, as a normal cadence would go, the 5 chord resolving to the 1 chord, the 5 chord plays a trick on us and does not resolve to the 1 chord. Instead, it resolves to the 6 chord. So in C major, if you're going along in C major and you arrive on the 5 chord, which is G, you're expecting G to resolve back to the 1 chord, C major. But sometimes you get what's called a deceptive cadence, where that 5 chord, G, resolves not to C major, but instead to the 6 chord, which in C major is the A minor chord. Really beautiful kind of a sound. But when you're in a minor key, you can do the same technique, but it sounds even cooler. And this hymn does it. So here at the very beginning, we're in the key of E minor. And we've got E minor chords going on here. We get a quick B minor 7 inverted. Well, excuse me, not inverted, with a pedal, the pedal E. Then back to a 1, and so on. We're going to skip ahead a little bit because this is the spot where the cool thing happens. But let me play this for you so you can hear it. And just listen closely to the text on joy delay. Okay, that is a deceptive cadence in a minor key. So we're going along, and we get this 1-6-4 chord here, or the E minor with B in the bass, and then we get B7, which is the 5-7, and that's the telltale sign that a cadence is coming. We get the 1-6-4 to 5-7. We're expecting to go back to E minor, but instead, six chord. So the 5-7 actually kind of suspends itself over a little bit when the bass moves, but then by the resolution here, we get a major 6 chord. And for me, the deceptive cadence in minor keys is all the more pleasing because we've been in this minor kind of somber mode, and then we move to a major chord as the deceptive cadence. We think we're supposed to cadence in minor still, but we cadence to a major chord, the 6th chord, and it kind of the sunshine comes out. Because if you go 5-1 in minor, it's still cloudy. But if you go 5-6 in minor, oh, the sun comes out. Right, this major chord. So if you're writing in a minor key and you want to shed some light on the scene and let the sun come out, a great way to do that is a deceptive cadence to the 6th chord. Because in every minor key, the 6th chord is a major chord. Okay? There's other really beautiful harmonies in this hymn. I think we should sing this. I particularly like this hymn. I think it's lovely. But the technique I want you to draw from this today is the use of a deceptive cadence in minor, because it takes it to major. It's kind of reminiscent of a Picardy third. You know, when you've heard Baroque music, and at the end of the piece, you're going along, and the last chord is major. That's what we call a Picardy third. It's also a way to let the sun come out. Not everybody likes that technique because the whole piece has been in this kind of minor, somber cloudiness, and then suddenly the last chord turns it to major. But this technique I showed you a second ago here on Joy Delay also allows the sun to come out, but in a non-chromatic way. In other words, we don't have to take the one chord and make it major, like a Picardy third at the end of the piece, to let the sun come out. We can simply do a deceptive cadence and have the 5/7 resolve to the 6, which is a major chord. And then the sun comes out naturally without having to change any accidentals like a Picardy third does. Anyway, that's today's little gem. I hope you'll give that a try. The next time you're playing with a minor key, see if you can end a phrase with a deceptive cadence, with the 5 chord resolving to the 6 chord. And actually, I just noticed this as I'm talking. It's pretty cool how the text is also playing along with a deceptive cadence. It's asking this question: how long, O Lord, most holy and true, how long shall shadowed hope our joy delay? Well, a deceptive cadence delays the resolution. What a perfect word to use to depict the delay that a deceptive cadence creates. And in this moment, we're asking this question: how long? Right? I'm thinking of Joseph Smith at Liberty Jail. How long, shall you be hidden from us, and so on. I'm misquoting, but that's the sense here. I believe that's why the piece is in minor, because we're in this kind of sad thing and we're looking for the light. Shadow our hope, joy delay, but in the harmony, hitting the word delay on a major chord is like the reverse of foreboding. It's like what's going to come is going to be the light. It's on its way. It's just delayed a little bit. So some very interesting word painting as well is happening with this little major deceptive cadence. Anyway, I hope you'll give major deceptive cadences a try the next time you're playing around in minor. It can really make a beautiful little bit of sunshine come into your music. All right, thanks for tuning in today. That's all for this one. If you liked this, hit subscribe and ring the bell so you get notified each time I post a video. And if you'd like some more free tips, head over to latterdaymusiversity.com where you can get a whole bunch more. And we'll see you next time.